Laos official name is Laos People Democratic Republic. In 1997, Laos have become the Asian members, and according to Bengal 2018, Laos population approximately around 7.062 million.
Laos is an island nation situated almost in the middle of Indochina Peninsula, which is 70% of this country is made up of highlands and mountainous areas, with Mekong River running across from north to south in the country. Laos takes advantage of its geography, produce electricity by hydroelectric generation, which they export to Thailand, and also exports the copper. In spite of this, up to 2013, their trade balance recorded a one-digit % deficit against the GDP. Lately, because of the increase in imports of materials and machinery for the construction of hydroelectric dams in 2015, the trade deficit had increased to 20% of GDP. In the same year, the current balance, mainly because of the trade deficit, became negative 70% of GDP. Even the fiscal balance for a long time was transited between negative 2% to negative 4% of the GDP, but because the governmental revenue system was not well established, the deficit had increased into negative 6% of the GDP in 2016. Decreasing this deficit is the one of main tasks of Laos. Laos, as one of the closely related socialist country to China within Indochina Peninsula, has received many kinds of political and economic support from China. With that, it seems that if Chinese economy decelerates, it will have some effects towards the Laos. In fact, the share of exports towards China, which is 33.7%, is second to Thailand. Therefore, effects up to a certain degree that is unavoidable. But the China to Laos Railway, which is a construction started from previous year, is a very important national project for China. Because of this, the possibility of support and investment from China to be decreased can be considered small.
The government agrees to fiscal and monetary reforms. And in 1989, the local people government agreement with the World Banking and the IMF to reform reforms. And because the Indo-China War, the local government realized that the economic policy has slowed down economic growth, meaning the withdrawal of the United States and other countries. And the seizures of power also led to the withdrawal of foreign investment of the recall of the investment. Last, I will talk about the economic event. In 1975, the local monarchy was overthrown, and the local government formulated a planned economy. After 1997 Asia's financial crisis, the local people government has grown steadily. Then I will talk about the country financial trouble. The local people major reforms in 1989 with the support of the IMF. All in all, the direct impact of the world financial crisis on the locals is not yet above. In the 2008 financial crisis, because local financials and the trade were not in line with the United States, locals were not greatly afraid. Thailand product accounted for more than 17% of locals market. Thailand is the largest trading partner and the largest investor in locals. First, the impact of the financial crisis on the local economies in South Asia. The financial crisis first erupted from Thailand. Hello, madam. My name is Wang Bonghao, and
Yeah, there are two coalition of government. The first coalition of government was set up independent on the Vientiane Agreement of 1957. The second coalition government was built up as the condition towards the international agreement on the neutrality of Laos. And at first, the royal was the authority that ruling the Laos kingdom. However, in 1975, after the invasion of the communists and Pathet Lao government eliminate all of the royal members, which is the royal have been defeated in Luang Namta in the invasion of the communists. The Pathet Lao government have eliminated all of the families member of royal. Then the Laos People Revolutionary Party (LPRP) as the leading nucleus of the political systems, and all of the other party that opposite with LPRP are banned and illegal in the government. There are no changes in government because the government was already is a communist government. However, they have elections which is set up in 5 years terms since 1957. Election agreement was in Laos has been faced many bomb threats, such as on December 2000, several bomb explosions hit the capital of Laos, Vientiane. The anti-government groups were responsible for this threat. In this bomb explosion, 7 people have been injured and 3 of them are in months. There are another at least 6 series of bomb explosions that
Okay, I will continue with the next part, which is the impact of the China Belt and Road to the last country. For the impact, it divided into 2 categories, which is the first one is positive impact and the second one is negative impact. For the positive impact, Laos can achieve the objectives to change their country from the landlocked country to the landing country and directly expand their market due to the recent project, which is the longest railway China-Laos. For the second one, it encourages the trade activity, which is it can easily trade between each other more easily due to the rider and also can increase the domestic production. And for the third one is encourage in the tourism sector, where can people from the other country come to Laos and also encourage the foreign currency inflow. Okay, I will continue with next category, which is negative impact to the Laos country, such as need to take additional debt to finance a project, especially financing from China, and also Laos need to pay a large number of amount to the people who are affected due to the construction process. Besides that, there are also dependence on their property, such as most of the people who are living in the construction area need to move out from their house, and most of them are losing their job due to the agriculture sector. And last but not least is the measures to the environment, where all the natural resources such as plants need to be cut down in order to give space to the construction area, and also it increase the rate of the pollution in Laos. Okay, I'll continue with the last part, which is the regulation that will be practiced by the Laos country. Basically, Laos country had been compliant to the anti-money laundering in February 2015 that involved financial institution and non-financial institution to follow their reporting unit in order to increase the level of transparency. But at the end of 2019, there are increasing number of the cases, especially in corruption and bribery in operating business. Thus, Laos country have been reviewing their anti-money laundering act in order to increase the level of compliance by the institution.
As a conclusion, Laos is considered as the least developed country by United Nations because the lack of economic competitiveness among the Asian countries. Even though it has a politically stable but the economy grows in a slower trend. Despite of depending economic and political support from neighbors countries, Laos remains as one of the poorest countries in Southeast Asia.